Hi everyone, Seth Koppel, Realtor here with an exciting tour today because this property just came up for sale. We are in Liberty Hill, just west of Georgetown and north of Leander. And this is 201 Tower Road. And thank you to the listing agent, Ross Speed with Compass, for allowing us to tour today. So the reason I wanted to tour this home, even though it is not like most of the other homes that I tour on my channel, because it is not brand new. Usually I'm touring new construction homes, model homes in well-known communities, whether that's something like a Wolf Ranch or Santa Rita Ranch, by well-known builders like Toll Brothers or Highland Homes or Drees Homes. But I saw this property come up for sale and I immediately wanted to go tour it with my wife. And if you've watched my channel a bit, you know I have this a little bit of an addiction problem with moving. I call it an occupational hazard of being a real estate agent. I see something beautiful, whether that's a new construction model home or a new area, or a property like this at 201 Tower Road, sitting on over 5 acres of land. The main house is a nice sprawling one-story home that's about 3,766 square feet. In addition to a 3-car garage attached to the main house, it also has a 34-foot by 24-foot shop that can be used for garage space or could possibly be converted to more living space. And you saw out the back there, there's a gorgeous in-ground swimming pool. And like I said, we're on over 5 acres, so much land and privacy and tree coverage in back. We will get out there in a few minutes. And honey, if you're watching this video, I don't want to move, but I hope you enjoy the video. Maybe we'll get some ideas and maybe we'll wind up moving. I don't know. So in addition to giving a detailed tour of this beautiful home at 201 Tower, I'm going to talk later in the video about some of the things you should be thinking about if you are still considering whether you should build new construction or purchase a resale home like this. So we're going to get into a lot of the different things that you need to think about when you're trying to make that decision. So let's get into this gorgeous kitchen here. You have so many beautiful cabinets. You have a nice farmer sink here with the apron front. And there you can see the microwave built into the cabinetry below for very convenient access. And of course the dishwasher to the right of the sink. But you can also see all the way out to the family room here. Super open space. I love the beams. I love that fireplace location and how you have a nice setting for that TV. And we'll get into the living room in just a moment. Loving that glass on those cabinets there, so you have some cabinetry where you could display things or at least see through. You have the double stainless steel ovens there by Jenn-Air, and look at this barn door entry to a really spacious pantry. And look at how this builder did the shelving there with these brackets. It is so straight. After 8 years of living in this home, you can go into homes that are 1 and 2 years old by some builders, and those shelves in the pantry are already starting to buckle. But you see that throughout this home, and you get that when you build with a high quality builder or you purchase a resale home by a high quality builder. You see that throughout the home, that of course it requires maintenance during the time you live in the home. And this homeowner, you can tell, has done that, because throughout the home, you see so many things like that that are so well maintained. So a couple of things that I wanted to point out when we were in the kitchen. Did you notice that domed ceiling with the light? What a cool feature. If you didn't catch it, maybe rewind a bit. And in the breakfast area also, there are the built-in benches that just give it such a warm home and country feel to this house. And you have the built-ins here on the right side, so you can put different equipment and hide that away. And I'm absolutely loving this fireplace with the dark, warm sandstone going all the way up to the ceiling. And if you've been watching the trends of home building over the past 5 and 10 years, you know that so many homes went to that white everywhere or white and gray everywhere. Well, this home is warm and it has these stone masonry accents throughout. It has the stained doors in certain places, like there in the office, which we're going to get into. So if you're like so many of my clients that actually are now tired of the whites and the grays and the more modern contemporary styles, and you're looking for this rich old world feel or country feel with stained wood, this home is going to hopefully speak to you. So here we are in the primary suite, and this is a very nice size, king size bed. Look, you even have space for a sofa there, although I think most people would probably put a TV there, but there's still room for some chairs and whatnot. But here's the super fun thing about this primary suite is, look at this right here. You have an additional room, and this is a flex space. So this could be an office, so it could be a second office in the home. But for those of you with little ones or expecting little ones in the future, this could be a beautiful nursery so that mom and dad don't have to go so far to feed the crying baby at 2 a.m. And so this is a really nice feature here. It could also be an exercise room. Like I said, it could be an office, and it has a pocket door here so you can shut it down if you just want a little more peace and quiet while one person is sleeping and the other may be doing some activities in that extra space there. Let's take a look at this absolutely stunning bathroom here in the primary suite. Take a look at how you have the double vanities here. They're very good size, plenty of elbow room, and I love how this tub is built in. The tile accents are stunning, and it continues with this faux finish on the ceiling and a stunning chandelier. So if you're looking for that spa-like, sumptuous bathroom where you can retreat at the end of the day and just relax, this bathroom absolutely delivers. So you can see here, you have plenty of countertop space, and there's also a very nice size walk-in shower, which I'm going to literally get into in just a moment, and a pretty good size walk-in closet. I love that glass. I just want to put that glass everywhere. Hello. And so also these beautiful framed mirrors, just really pretty. And here's the entrance to that walk-in shower. So you have all this tile on the floor there that matches the tile behind the tub, and another accent over here. You have that bench seating, and you have multiple shower heads as well. So this is truly beautifully done and set aside. And I have some clients who absolutely do not want any glass that they have to squeegee and clean almost every day. So this one is set up that way so you don't have any glass. But if you prefer to have a door here with the frameless glass, you can absolutely have that installed. Super easy to get done. And so let's take a look in here at the walk-in closet. Pretty good size. I know in some of the homes we're seeing in some of the model homes nowadays, you're seeing 2 walk-in closets. So this is just one, but it's a pretty good size. I think you can make it work most likely. And they even have a spot for a dresser in here, but very well done. The builder did a nice job with the shelving in here as well. So let me give you a recap and give you the rest of all the stats on this home. Again, we're at 201 Tower Road, and this is a 4-bedroom home with 3 full baths and 1 half bath. We're about 3,766 square feet in the main house. It was built in 2016, and we're sitting on a little over 5 acres of property. Now note that only 1.5 acres of the land is managed, and 3.5 acres are left wooded or untouched for wildlife and wildflowers, which you saw on the way in. And the reason that's important is because a lot of people want the elbow room of something like 5 acres or 3 acres or 10, but they don't want to actually maintain that in such a manicured way that requires watering and cutting and all of that extra work. So the fact that they only are managing 1.5 acres is actually a really good thing. And the other thing, of course, you want to know is the list price. The list price of this home is just under $1.3 million. Now let's get into this formal dining space. So in addition to that breakfast area with the built-in seating, you Have a nice formal dining space here for your special occasions. Loving the wood beams on the ceiling. And for those of you who have moved beyond having a formal dining, this could also easily be made into a great additional office space. And so we're gonna get outside in just a quick moment and see that in-ground pool and outdoor living. And here you have another glimpse at that breakfast area with these built-in benches like I talked about. So I'm so excited to get out here. So let's go take a look at this. You have all this masonry here. You have that tongue and groove ceiling above as well. And take a look at this sprawling pool with the spa. And there you can see the back fence, but the property goes way beyond that. So you don't have to worry that something's going to be built right there because you own it. And then you see the 34 by 24 building there on the left, which we're going to get into in just a couple of minutes. But look at the size of this outdoor living. You have plenty of room here for a big table. There's a seating area behind me. And okay, I'm just going to have to take a look at that swing in a moment. So take a look at this seating area here as well. And this room there is like a big game room or possibly even another small apartment setup. Could be designed that way. I'm going to show you what I mean when we get over there. But let's try this swing out because this looks really inviting and I just kind of have to do it. So let's take this for a spin. I could totally envision sitting out here, having a drink, sitting out here with my wife or my daughters and just relaxing and enjoying this beautiful property, taking a look at the pool, listening to the birds, enjoying the wildflowers, and just having relaxing moments on this beautiful property. Now, we're gonna get back outside, but I wanna finish the tour of the main house. We're gonna get back outside in just a couple of minutes. I'm gonna get all the way out there so you could see more. But right now, let's finish inside the main house. You have a powder room here on the left, very well appointed with the granite counters that you have throughout the home, and just really nice travertine-like look tile as well. And beautifully done with very nice light fixtures. Nothing in this home, in my opinion, feels dated. It is the style that's, like I said, more warm with the stained finishes, but nothing feels dated, even though this home was built in 2016. So I'm not sure if these are all the original finishes or if they've updated, but regardless, it's very well done. And I'm backing into the utility space here, and you can see it's a very spacious size. You have the washer and dryer area there, very nice countertop space, a good sized sink. Look, you can have all this hanging area for the clothes you don't want to fully dry. And there's even a closet behind me. I'll show you that after a little bit later in the video. And this is what I'm talking about. This is basically a game room, but it's set up almost like those next gen suites that we've been seeing. So you have the cabinetry back there with a little breakfast area and a sink, and you have that living space there, and there's a bedroom off of it. And so if you have someone who's going to be staying here, maybe a parent who you just want to have nearby who also wants their own space, this could be designed that way. It could also just be set up as a wonderful game room space with a pool table, TV area, and just entertaining, and you can have, snacks and things set up on that countertop space as well. So it's very versatile the way they design this for multiple uses. And so I think that's pretty well done. But you have the bathroom here on the right with a walk-in shower. And so that's really good. You don't have to worry about someone trying to step over the tub and having that extra trip hazard. So I appreciate that as well. In just a couple of minutes, I'm going to show you the built-in to the main house 3-car garage, as well as that additional shop building that's 34 by 24 and more of the backyard. But as promised, I wanted to discuss some of the things people should be thinking about if they're trying to decide between buying new construction or building a home versus buying a resale property like this one. So what are the things you need to think about? First off, let's talk about location. If you need to be close in, if you want to be able to access your work in 10 or 15 minutes and your office is located in North Austin or South Austin, you probably cannot build new construction because most of the land close in has already been built on. There are some opportunities in the city, in Austin, what we call infill lots or possibly tear down rebuilds. So those are possible, but they're just not that abundant. Now, of course, if you want more elbow room, like a 1 acre lot or a 5 acre lot, then you have the option to build on and find land and build on it. Of course, you could find a property like this one and purchase, but those options are both available to you. Now, another thing that's really important to think about is how unique of a floor plan do you need? Because if you need something that is very unique, maybe you need 7 bedrooms, maybe you need some sort of workshop space that isn't always available, which it is in this one, but it isn't always available in resale homes, or just something really unique that I can't even think of right now about what you need in a floor plan, then you probably need to build it. And sometimes your plan may be so unique that you can't even build it with a production builder in a community because most production builders will not make tremendous changes to the floor plan. And so if that's the case, not only are you pretty much designated to build, but you're probably designated to building more of a custom or at least a semi-custom floor plan. And there are certain builders who will entertain some pretty significant changes, but a lot of them will not. Now, of course, there is the style of the home and just the newness of the home. And so if you want the latest styles and all of the latest trends in your home, then of course you're gonna probably be looking at new construction. And when I tour these model homes, and this is the attached 3-car garage, by the way, when I tour the model homes, and you can look at all of the different videos on my YouTube channel, there's so many amazing ideas that the designers come up with, and it truly does surprise me how they can continue to come up with new styles, new ideas that are like, wow, why didn't we ever think about that before? Why didn't anybody do this 5 years ago or 10 or 20 years ago? And it does truly amaze me. And so that is one of the reasons I absolutely love touring new construction homes, because they just keep coming up with new ideas, both for floor plan ideas as well as different finishes and colors and designs. So that is something that is truly wonderful. And not saying you couldn't buy a resale home and implement some of those, because you can, but it's just sometimes really nice to buy a new construction, get the floor plan exactly the way you want. But on the flip side, when you buy new construction, you're typically not getting an in-ground pool already here, ready for you to just jump into. Now, this may look like a cute cottage, and it absolutely could be, but this is the shop I've been talking about. 34 feet by 24 feet, and it is designed as a shop, as to put cars in, and we're gonna get inside of that in just a moment, but take a look at all of this space you have around you. Now, like I said, you could probably finish this out with air conditioning and make it a mother-in-law casita or whatever you want to call it. But this is right now a garage space, but how wonderful to have this extra garage space on top of that 3-car garage one that I showed you. And it's pretty deep here. So it's 2 vehicle wide, but, and of course you could see here you have space for your John Deere riding mower and all of your equipment, wood shop, and everything else. Here's that little workbench here, but you can build this out however you want or keep it the way it is. It's just beautiful. Another thing that you need to think about when it comes to building versus buying resale, of course, are the costs of each. And, you know, if you tried to purchase a 5-acre lot and build a home of this caliber, it is really not possible to have everything in this home for 1.3. 1.3 million, the price of this property. So if you like most of the things in this home and you have a budget of 1.3, it may behoove you to consider buying a resale home like this. But on the flip side, if there are other things that are more important to you, maybe you don't want a pool, maybe you don't like this floor plan, it's going to be a better financial decision to purchase land and build new construction or buy new construction in a community with a builder like Toll Brothers or Drees or Perry Homes or so many other good ones. Loving this little flag here. So also, a lot of the newer communities, you will notice the taxes are higher. In addition to the taxes being higher, you have interesting new ways that the developers have found to pass on some of their development costs to the homeowners, to the buyers of their homes. And these are things like MUDs, PUDs, and PIDs. And these are quite complicated, and there's definitely not time for me to review what they are. But some of these ideas like a PID or a PUD can add costs to the home that isn't immediately apparent. And these are very important to know if a property you're considering in new construction is in a PID, or it could be a resale, but they tend to be newer built. Like, I don't think we had PIDs back in 2016 when this home was built. If we did, they were very infrequent, and now they're becoming more common and something to be aware of. Let's take a look at the beautiful property in front. So many trees, and there's a beautiful gated entrance just for your property. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me anytime. My name is Seth Koppel, and my contact info is in the description of the video. Have a great day.